Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. I gotta go up a little higher. I can't sit this low. I have long legs. It's been a hell of a ride the past few months. I'm happy to say that the world around me may be crumbling at some points, but I'm at peace. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I did discover that I'm okay. I'm strong. I always absolutely hated being told how strong I was. And I've been told that a lot. Sorry, my allergies have been acting up horribly today, so bear with me. I've been told so many times over my adult life how strong I am, and I always hated those words. And I never understood why I hated those words, but I now know why I hated those words. Because although they were supposed to be positive from the people who cared about me and loved me, they reminded me, those words, that you're strong, those words, you're strong, always reminded me that I was alone. I have people who love me and care about me. I know that. I feel the love all around me. But I don't think that I believed that I was strong. I was looking at the world from more of a pessimistic view. Although deep down, I was optimistic. I'm the type of person that if something goes horribly wrong, you have one of two choices. You can laugh or you can cry. There's no other options. And I will laugh. Not because I've lost my mind or anything, but because crying gives you a headache. I don't want a headache. But I've discovered over the last almost 3 years that I'm stronger than I realized. And I think the reason that I hated hearing those words personally were because I didn't feel that I was strong. I didn't have faith in myself. And I do now. So the other day, there was I'm going to let you know that I'm waiting for a call from the rental company. My car got stolen on Tuesday, which is kind of a funny story because that morning at 8:20, I'm staying in the backyard of my kid's father's house. And that morning he texted me and he said, hey, the kids were gone when I left, and he leaves really early in the morning. And he said, hey, the kids were gone when I left. I'm kind of concerned. Is the car there? And I looked out the window and I saw my car and I saw my kid's car. And I said, yeah. I said, Kelly wasn't feeling too well. I said, so they may have just went to urgent care, which is exactly what ended up happening. Well, I came in here. I made a video that I decided not to post. I'll probably post it later at a different point or take excerpts from it. But, so I decided at one point that I was watching the video that I made, because I make these videos and then I watch them and go through them and then I post them. Well, I was halfway through watching the video and I thought, oh, I'm going to go up to the gas station and get cigarettes. I did not take my purse or anything. I took my little coin purse and I took my keys and my cell phone, and I walked out the door and my car wasn't there. And so I walked to the end of the sidewalk, and when I got to the end of the sidewalk, I looked down around the corner where the driveway is, and I'm like, okay, maybe I parked it there and didn't realize it. And I'm like, no, because I looked out the window and saw my car today. I'm like, my car's gone. So I text my most recent ex, which I really don't consider a relationship with somebody who I haven't made it to 3 months. If you can't cut 90 days with me, then it's not a relationship. It was just something that we had on the side. I am very sorry for all the noise. I don't know why everybody's contacting me right now. I'm not turning it off because I need to hear the call when it comes through for the rental car because I don't have a car. So at this point, I text the most recent one, which really wasn't a relationship because we didn't last 90 days. Anyways, and that's over. In the beginning, there was connection, but I think he went back to doing the meth again. He's convinced in his head that nobody knows he's doing it, but it's way evident when he gets on it. He's like a totally different person. And I'm not dealing with anybody and their addictions. I'm done with that. You need to come at me healthy and complete, or I don't have time for you. I've done way too much work on myself to fall back into that pattern. So I text him and I'm like, where's my car? And the only reason I said this was because he had at one point made a comment. I assumed he was joking when he said it. He had made a comment because the car was broken down and I got payments on it still. And this is the car that I got after the accident. So I've only had it not even a year. And he made a comment that he could have it stolen and lit on fire. And I'm like, no, we don't do that because karma comes back to bite you in the ass on that. So I text him, where's my car? And he's like, what are you talking about? He's got a rental. He's like, are you talking about the rental? And I'm like, no. And I said, my car, and I sent him a picture of my empty spot where my car was. He's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, why? He's like, why would you think it was me? And I'm like, and I told him why. And he goes, I would never do that to you, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I just said that because you were in a tough spot and I just wanted to help you out. And I'm like, well, that's not helping, but whatever. Anyways, it's irrelevant. The point is, there was video footage of the theft. A neighbor actually saw the guy walking up to my... he didn't know he was walking up to my car. The neighbor left right before the theft happened. When he got down to the stop sign, there was a white pickup truck that was northbound on the westbound side. He noticed that, but didn't think to get a plate. He thought maybe the person was... he didn't know. Had he left a minute later, he'd have seen this guy at my car, and he would have said something because he'd have been like, hey, that's not your car. The neighbor's known me for years and knows what I'm driving. Anyways, so at that point, my ex says, call the police. So I called the police. Excuse the AC. It's hot here in the Great Desert. Anyways, so he says, call the police. So I called the police, and they sent an officer out. And then I texted him and said that the officer's coming out, and he goes, oh, well, it wasn't repoed. And I'm like, well, why would you think it was repoed? Okay, I'm behind on a payment, but that's not enough to make them repo it. There's a process that has to be followed for that. So anyways, the officer gets here, I give him all the information. He looks in there's a system that they have that tow trucks have to notify the local police if they're going to repo your car. My car wasn't on that list. He said it was definitely stolen. They took all the information. We had to wait for my kid's dad to get home so we could get footage of the theft. We did get footage of the theft. It was under a damn minute. I mean, it was quick. Filed the claim with the insurance, got the video to the police. Now we're just waiting. And I'm waiting on, hopefully I'll be finding out about a rental so I can at least have a car, because this really sucks not having a car again. If you've watched my videos before, you know how frustrating it was when I didn't have a car, because I am somebody who, since I've owned a car, since I was 18 or whatever, I have never gone more than a week without a car. I don't know how people live without a car. Anyways, I had to go 5 months without a car after the accident, and now I'm back to no car again. I laughed. The officer kind of thought it was strange that I was laughing. He commented on it, and I told him, I said, well, I have one of two choices. I said, I can either laugh or cry. Crying's going to give me a headache. I said, and besides, I said, the honest to God truth is, I made it to 50 before I had a car that was stolen. So I figure those are pretty good odds. And he laughed too. So, like I said, I'm embracing my strength. This is happening for a reason. I don't know why. There's a greater plan that God, the universe, which I use interchangeably, has for me. What it is, I don't know yet. It's going to come. I just feel that everything's going to turn out the way that it should. I don't know how or what it's going to be, but I have faith, and that's all I need. And faith is one thing that I've held on to for most of my adult life. Every time I've come into a tough situation, man upstairs has always provided for me. He's always been there when I needed him. And I know there's no chance that he's going to leave me now. What this is, I don't know. I do know that I spent the last 2 days pretty much doing nothing but sleeping most of the time. I was up for a few hours here and there, but majority of the time, anytime I felt tired and run down, I just went to sleep. I've slept. I'm so refreshed at this point, which is why I came on here and I originally said, what a hell of a ride. So, I've been doing some thinking and growing and working on things. I started, they tell you when you do all your directions in meditation are sitting and doing this. I don't do meditation like everybody else does. So I listen to a specific type of music thing. It's like 999 hertz or whatever that is. Anyways, I listen to this specific thing. I lay in bed. I close my eyes. I focus on my breathing. And then I get, it's not really a tingling or a cold feeling, but it is. It's hard to explain. And I can feel it just like coming up my body in all parts of it. And I just feel it. I just follow where that's going and feel it. And then I go to sleep. But I'm not fully asleep. My eyes are closed. It's dark, but I can see things. It's hard to explain what I can see, but I can like see things. Sometimes it's just different colored light. Sometimes it might be a word. Sometimes it might be a face. Sometimes it might be something strange. And then I'm out and I sleep like perfectly sound for the night. And I wake up the next day and I feel totally refreshed. So this has become my nightly ritual of me going to bed. It seems to be working for the dogs, mellowing them out too. So something with this music is good for them too. So we're just going to go with it. Anyways, I'm sorry that I haven't been here. Life's been kind of a hell of a ride the last couple of months. Working really hard. Like I said, the connection that was there in the beginning was magnificent. There was a lot of times where we were like connected, but we didn't really have to like speak words. We just kind of knew. I felt safe and I felt secure, which is exactly what I want out of a relationship. And I'm not talking safe and secure physically wise or anything like that. I'm talking safe and secure to be me, to talk about who I am and why I'm the way I am and why I think I could just 100% be me. We would meet up at the end of the night and we'd go out dashing together, and we'd jam the radio and sing and dance and have a good time, and we laughed, and it was in the beginning it was this beautiful whirlwind of wonderfulness. And then I started to notice that the connection was dwindling, and then I started to notice the signs that he's probably back on the map. And then it all blew up, and I was like, bye. You gotta go. We're not doing this. I'm done. I'm out. I love myself way more than I ever did to tolerate anything like that. So I'm going to start coming back here on a regular basis. I will keep you updated on what's going on with the stolen car, because I'm really shocked. I talked to the insurance guy yesterday, and he warned me that the car could be trashed if I ever get it back. I may never get it back. If that's if that's what God, the universe has for me, then that's what it is. We'll just leave it as it is. I've been, now that I'm rested, I'm going to start finishing the flooring here in the RV. And once I can get back to work and get some money, I'm going to start painting and start remodeling it. And this thing needs to go because I don't like these. These are going, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do to the RV. Once I have the money to do it, it'll take me probably a week to get everything done that I want to on the RV. And then, the most exciting part of it all, I get to hit the road again. Oh my God, I know I've shared a bunch of videos before, but I am so excited to get behind the wheel of this RV again and go. My first stop is going to be my dad's in Oklahoma. I'm going to be there for a while. And then I've got to go back to Wisconsin because my cousin is getting married and I'm so happy for him. And his future wife is amazing. And they have a new baby and another one on the way. So I get to go back and meet them. There's a new baby in Oklahoma. I'm so excited to be able to go back and meet all these babies. Animals and small children and babies are my thing. I just love them. They're pure. They're not corrupted by our society. Anyways, and then I'll go back to Oklahoma and spend the fall and my dad's birthday and Thanksgiving with him, and then probably come back out here for Christmas. And then after Christmas, once it starts to warm up again in some of the other states, then next year I get to travel around and go check out some places that I want to see. I'm going to go over by Washington, D.C. and see my girl Liz that I haven't seen in a long time. I want to go down to Florida and see my cousin Craigie. I've got all kinds of places that I want to go and check out. And I'm going to bring you with for the whole thing. We're going to have a great time. In the meantime, feel free to leave a message. Reach out if you need anything. The whole purpose of this channel is to reach out to whoever needs it. If you feel like you're stuck and you're alone, don't. You're not alone. I leave my contact information below. Feel free to reach out. We'll figure out what we need to help you to get where you need to go so you can get past whatever it is that's holding you back. Anyways, have a great day. I will be back in a day or two. Love ya.